So what's the grape expert talking about today? So if you all know me, I'm a very, very adventurous guy. I love trying different wines from all over the world, different grapes, but I'm gonna highlight one today that's from an area in Spain. And this is from the area of Rias Baixas. And it's right here in the Galicia area. And you notice my Spanish pronunciation? Galicia. And it's called Albariño. And we want to zero in on this label because this is a really cool producer. We wanted to really highlight this today. I had a chance to get this wine down in Miami when I was on a recent trip down there. I went to Clementine's wine store in Kohl, Gables, and bought this wine. And, you know, I was taken back because I said, by surprise, it was 2011. And I was like, isn't that a little over the hill for an Albariño? Oh no, au contraire, these wines are very, very good. You got to talk about the producer. So we're going to talk about this producer today as we zoom in on this label, because this producer right here is called Anada Baladina and Albariño. And this is an incredible process of how they make this wine. 24 months on its lees, 10 years in stainless steel, and then they put it also in an amphora for a short period of time to try to get all of this great, elegant, smoky, briny complexity. You get asparagus, you get smoke, you get almonds and spice and herb aromas, you get herbal, garlic, and lemon acidity, all into the texture of this wine. Does that sound like I'm talking about Albariño? No. Most people, you drink Albariño, nice, light, easy to drink wines. You want to get them fresh. You know, they always say, look at the date on an Albariño. You got to make sure, it's like Pinot Grigio. You want to make sure that you're getting an older wine that might be a little over the hill. Oh, this wine is made to be aged and it's made to be world class. And I'm telling you, it gets a lot of that salinity that you taste in Bordeaux. I taste in white Bordeaux. But remember now, you got the Atlantic maritime breezes that are coming here, and it's affecting the Albariño grapes here in the vineyard. So you get that really briny kind of flavor. But guess what? That goes great with the seafood, because remember, now this whole area is just world class for seafood. Some of the best restaurants in all of Spain are located in this area. And, you know, a little bit of a story, coming to New York close to over 25 years ago, I was visiting some Spanish restaurants. One of the restaurateurs told me, he said, if you go into a lot of the restaurants in New York City and they're from Spain, they are coming from Galicia. And I was like, why are they coming from Galicia? Well, he said, because we're the first to get to the United States. So we're the closest on that voyage right there, and we bring all of the restaurant skills, because if you go to this area, a lot of restaurants involved here with the seafood and the white wines, and Albariño is king in this area. But again, I'm taken aback a little bit because, you know, we all have our impressions of wines, and you know, when somebody is telling me, oh, I want you to taste a 2011 Albariño, chances are I'm going to be like, oof. Do I really want to taste that? Wow, this really threw a curveball at me. This wine is world class, and I think it's one of the finest white wines, if not in Spain, in Europe, that I've tasted. It's very reminiscent of anything that's got beautiful coastal maritime kind of climate to it. So these wines are really great, but that smokiness that really comes out in the wine, you know, you get that kind of like smokiness that you might get in mezcal, which is kind of cool, you know, when they burn a little bit of the, you know, the to make that kind of a smell. It's beautiful. It's like it's got all these juicy kind of fruits as well that just jump right up at you. But when you taste the wine, oh my goodness gracious, that's beautiful. Toffee. You get that British kind of butterscotchy kind of flavor to the wine. But this wine has loads of energy. I'm still tasting the wine. I still get the mineral. I think this wine's got some time to go. It's a 2011. I think this is going to be, you know, you could put this in the cellar and age it for longer, and I think it's going to gain more complexity in the bottle. And I can see why they kind of wait, because as you age these wines, you know, all these flavors come out in the wine that's kind of very unique to its own kind of personality, that I would say. But it's a beautiful bottle of wine. And again, Bought this for under $40 a bottle. It was like $35 a bottle, which, you know, for a world-class white wine to be for that price. And, oh, by the way, scored 97 points in Decanter Magazine. It was the highest rated Spanish white wine. So, you know, it brings it to the plate. You're talking, you know, there's not a lot of wines that get 97 points. You're talking Puligny Montrachets and Chassaignes and, you know, great Paysac Lignon from France. So when you taste a great wine from Spain and it gets this kind of quality to it, got to pay attention. Again, this is the Grape Explorer, always trying to bring great wines to the table. Cheers.